following program is available in high definition on Channel 700. This program is designed and produced by the community with the support of TV Kojiko.
Salam.
Jam.
Shanti.
We all want the same thing.
Peace.
And Rotary clubs
Salam.
are making it happen through international scholarships to promote peace around the world. Rotary, humanity in motion.
Python's Pit is an entrepreneurial challenge created by the Rotary Clubs of Halton and made possible by the generosity of our presenting sponsors, RBC Royal Bank and the MNP Group. Now, the rules are simple. Each presenter gets 3 minutes to pitch their ideas to the Pythons. The contestants have been provided with mentorship and guidance as part of the preparation process. It will then be up to the Pythons to determine if the ideas presented today are worthy of investment and if those ideas and entrepreneurs are fit for the pit. I am your host, Connie Smith, and I'd like to personally welcome you all to Python's Pit. Today on Python's Pit, we're going to introduce you to budding entrepreneurs who believe their ideas are innovative and unique. Our 5 Pythons from across Halton Region are wealthy investors who have had success with their own entrepreneurial ideas, spirit, and passion. They are here today as venture capitalists to invest in the brightest, most innovative, and promising entrepreneurs of today. All right, let's meet our Pythons. George Minakakis is a global retail strategist who calls Milton home. George currently is the Chief Executive Officer for Inception Retail Group. In this organization, he leads a group of partners who seek and invest in retail-related enterprises. In his not-too-distant past, George was solely responsible for the Canadian divisions of LensCrafters, Pearl Vision, and Sunglass Hut. He was also CEO for Greater China and Hong Kong, expanding LensCrafters there to over 250 locations. George is the author of Last Retailer Standing, which is about the changing retail industry and the challenges of staying relevant in an evolving market. Randy Pilon is a high-achieving strategic thinker. Randy is the founder, current president, and CEO of Virox Technologies Incorporated, an Oakville company based with a patented technology in disinfection and sterilization. Virox has been included in Profit Magazine's Companies to Watch rankings 3 times and has been the recipient of the prestigious Canadian American Business Council Award for Business Excellence and in 2013 received the Global Innovator Award at the Ontario Business Achievement Awards ceremony. Randy is a big supporter of education, spending 4 years on the Sheridan College Board of Governors and having donated in excess of $750,000 to the college for the new business school. Don D'Alessandro is the CEO and founder of Azertech Incorporated, a venture capital firm providing funding and consulting to growth companies. Don is a serial entrepreneur with 29 years founding, leading, and consulting to companies in diverse business sectors such as technology, manufacturing, finance, real estate, consumer goods, oil, and gas. John Romano is the owner of Nickelbrook Brewery and Better Bitters Brewing Company. He represents a family business success story. At 27, John gave up his career in the aerospace industry to open a small home brewery in Burlington that is now morphed into a full-fledged microbrewery. Today, Nickelbrook, named after John's 2 children, Nicholas and Brooke, is currently shipped all over the country. David Wolford practices business law and is a partner in the Southwestern Ontario and Toronto offices of Miller Thompson. He specializes in investment, corporate finance, and governance, and the structuring and commercialization of intellectual property rights for emerging companies. Jack Greenberg is a grade 9 student currently attending Garth Webb Secondary School in Burlington. He is about to experience the challenges of entering the pit. NORSAF Technologies, North Atlantic Safety and Defense Securities, is Jack's innovative idea. It is a technology used to enhance gun security through tracking and electronic safety measures like nano GPS technology. Will the Pythons think that NORSAF Technologies is fit for the pit? Please join me now in welcoming Jack Greenberg to the pit. Hello, Jack. Right over here. There you are. Now, Jack, you have 3 minutes on the clock. Let's see, audience, if NORSAF is fit for the pit.
What if this was your loved one? Do you know what's in your neighbor's closet? 21.9 million households in the United States bear handguns, with approximately 115 million units in civilian possession over both sides of the Canada-US border. Each year, thousands of deaths are contributed to the inappropriate use of handguns housed in a self-defense capacity. Good afternoon, Pythons. My name is Jack Greenberg, founder of North Atlantic Safety and Defense Securities. Our re-innovation of the handgun offers an assurance of consistent safety and accessibility in times of need. Can I please ask you to hold up your dominant index finger? This is your personal safety mechanism. Our innovative use of biometric systems captures a pixelated array of the index prints, valleys, and ridges, ultimately unlocking the safety only to you, the identified holder. This product will save your loved ones from harm. In terms of business, we will exploit trade opportunities while positioning our product on both a domestic and an international scale. We will follow Canada's government in leading relations with Israel by producing our products and capitalizing on imitation lag strategies. By taking advantage of these multinational research and development subsidies, we will be sure to ascertain shares of the $8 billion defense and securities market. Following 1 year of research and development, and as we head into sales, we are expected to see a 29.5% profit margin per unit. And as orders flow and we tender new contracts with Israel Military Industries, our contract manufacturer, we will see a 2% boost in profit over the course of 4 years. Gradually, as consumers become aware of our product and our technology, our sales will peak at 50 units per month in the first year of sales. Notwithstanding, we will practice strong customer service. It will remain our priority. We will make sure that we receive positive testimonials from our customers and ensure repeat orders. Through this first year of sales, we predict to accumulate a profit of $158,000 without principal draws. As we establish a strong relationship with our CM and relations at home, we will go through tactful expansion to acquire new customers, both home and abroad. During this expansion period, we will strive to maintain success while preserving what we have already achieved. We will manage our risk effectively and make sure our company goes down a path towards illuminating results. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. That was indeed very impressive. We're about to see what our Pythons think about this in just a moment. But first, again, one brief message from our very valued sponsors.
In business, opportunity is everywhere, and so is MNP. No matter the location or the situation, MNP is there wherever business takes you. Accounting, consulting, tax. Find out more at mnp.ca.
I'm here with Rotarians and founders of Python's Pit, Fareen Samji and Tom McLeod. Fareen, let's begin with you. How was this baby of yours born to begin with?
Well, Connie, you know, as Rotarians, we really wanted to do something that showed Rotarians and their vocational service to their community. So with the support of all 10 Rotary clubs in Halton Region and with the support of TV Kojiko and the producer Joey, we were able as Rotary in Halton to bring together a program to encourage entrepreneurs to get out there and follow their dream.
This is your second year now, Tom. Have you met your objectives? How would you sum up the status at this point?
We certainly have met our objectives. We've had continuing support from individuals and organizations throughout Halton. We have had more entrants than ever in our second year, and I really do believe that we've built an incubator for successful businesses that will create jobs and allow entrepreneurs to succeed in Halton.
Congratulations to you both.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Connie.
Salam.
Jam.
Shanti.
We all want the same thing.
Peace.
And Rotary clubs
Salam.
are making it happen.
Ewa.
Through international scholarships to promote peace around the world.
Happy.
Rotary. Humanity in motion.
Well, the Pythons have now had an opportunity to hear Jack's pitch, so it's time to ask some questions and determine if part of that $5,000 cash prize purse will go to Jack and Norsaf Technologies. Let's turn it over this time to John Romano to begin our Q&A segment. John, what do you think?
We've got lots of questions, though. So you, very innovative, so you're going to create or manufacture an item that's going to be attached to a firearm. Exactly. So you, as the firearm owner, would purchase this. Yeah. So this will be sold in stores and firearms-related industries and stuff. Exactly. So you have to have the initiative to be safe and want this item, number one. And then it'll get programmed by your trigger finger, and that's the only way that particular item will activate and release the firearm.
Yes, exactly.
So have you talked to any engineering type people to see if this is practical? Is there anybody making this item now?
There's nobody making the item currently, but there has been many studies on it, one being a 13-year study by the New Jersey Institute of Technology, where they have retrofitted the handgun to include a reader for your thumb, and it has successfully fired only by that thumbprint.
So this will get assembled onto the firearm, your finger will trigger it.
Yes.
Have you have any idea what it would cost to manufacture one of these items?
We're looking at about $1,000 for production costs.
Per item?
Yes.
Wow, so someone's got to be, that's quite expensive for the average
Yes.
person. You know, when you talk about the number of people that have firearms, I don't know if a lot of them are going to. So I could see if it was more cost effective, it could become mandatory.
Yes.
And then you could be onto something, you know, very big, which would be great. But at $1,000, I can see some real issues where the average person is not going to be too interested in that. But you're onto something, definitely. And I think it's a great idea. The biggest challenge there is going to get your cost of product down. You know, once it starts hitting, $100, $200, I think it could fly off the shelf for a safety issue. Like for safety, for that amount of money, I think anybody would spend that kind of money for that kind of safety in their home.
Is that the reason the thumbprint concept did not go to commercial?
Right now it is, and also in the United States, the gun lobby is so strong there that there's quite a bit of a battle as to should smart gun technology be made mandatory if it is cost effective.
So I think your biggest challenge is unless you're going to be able to effect legislative change, most gun owners, gun buyers love their guns, and I don't see them, whether it's 100 or 200 or 1,000, spending that extra money unless they're legislated, mandatory.
It becomes mandatory
in order to do so.
They couldn't even get a registry. Remember, they wanted a gun registry.
And just knowing how powerful the National Gun Association is in the U.S., I'm not sure that you're going to be successful in getting a legislative change.
But one thing I do like what you've done is you've tried to find a problem and then look at what technology that's new in the marketplace and how that technology can be applied to solve a business problem. So you should be applauded for that.
Thank you.
Then the second thing becomes, I'll leave you with, is so you're looking at the technology. Obviously, you've done a lot of research on the technology. So maybe it's not guns you put it on. Maybe it's something else you put it on. So I would challenge you to think about that. But I think there's always an opportunity. There's definitely new technologies coming on stream every day. So there's always opportunities to look and how you could apply those. GPS is another example.
Yes.
I actually thought that's where you were going. I thought you were going to put a GPS on the gun, and that way you could tell, you could then use technology to say, if it leaves a certain particular area, called geofencing, if it leaves a certain geofence, then you would be alerted. So I could see having a gun in the home and saying if it leaves the closet, I want my BlackBerry to go off immediately to know that somebody's moved it.
That was one of the other features that I was considering using, but I focused more effort on the biotechnology. But that's certainly a great point.
So I do challenge you, though, look at the technology, maybe apply it somewhere else.
Is that your area of interest academically, or where are you going? Because you spoke very well, and you did some good research. And
Thanks.
You did a good job.
Probably somewhere in politics or law.
Oh no!
Jack, you're a smart guy.
It's so sad.
I heard what David said and others are saying about legislative change, and while it's gun lobby group is big, you're highlighting a very significant social responsibility out there that everybody's ignoring. And and if you do become a politician or a lawyer and you make this your mission, I think you can change. You're probably one of those people who are going to change just legislative issues that are in the way of something that's very important. And if you on the side you actually develop this product as well, you're a very, very wealthy politician doing all or maybe a lawyer too. But I applaud you for this because you're bringing to all of us a very sensitive issue that needs to be addressed.
Thank you.
And it takes a lot of courage for someone to come forward with an innovative idea and to call it out for what it is, because there are a lot of innocent people that lose their lives every year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's all the time we have for Norsaf Technologies. A warm round of applause for Jack Greenberg and Norsaf Technologies. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack. Well, our next presenter is no stranger to this very stage. He was a finalist at last year's Python's Pit. Jessie Kang is an enthusiastic grade 12 Abbey Park High School student. She is passionate about entrepreneurship, and with the support of Python's Pit, she hopes to network and gain from mentorship opportunities and see the eventual success of her business idea. Jessie's idea is SmartTap, a mobile application that allows you to store and organize receipts from retailers. How handy is that during tax time? Will the Pythons think that SmartTap is fit for the pit? Let's find out. Would you please welcome Jessie Kang to the pit? Jessie. Hello, Jessie. She's going to hand some stuff out here. Okay. There she goes. Oh. Especially when they're free, right, David?
Oh, thank you.
All right, Jessie, you have 3 minutes to make your pitch, and the clock starts now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jessie Kang, and today I'll be presenting you my business idea. Firstly, I'd like to thank you all for being here today. So let's not wait any longer. The process of organizing and collecting receipts is tedious for the customer. Many of us may be guilty of the shoebox full of receipts. That is why I want to develop SmartTap, a software and hardware combination where customers can tap their phone at the cash and receive their receipts at the point of sale. So how does SmartTap work? If any of you have heard of online billing or digital receipts, it's a similar idea. SmartTap, however, proposes a unique selling proposition. Instead of having the receipts sent to an email, they're uploaded directly onto the mobile application, which will sort it consistently and in different categories like data purchase or price. There are so many advantages to using such e-receipts. Not only do they save paper and decrease waste, but they're also 1, easy to file and easy to find if you need to make a return, and 2, if you need to make a warranty claim or use it for tax or business purposes. So while SmartTap focuses on attracting small business owners and adult users, it is free to use for anyone who has a smartphone and a compatible operating system. The roots of my idea originally stemmed from my own struggles as a customer, but I realized how this could be an effective marketing tool for businesses. Loyalty programs are a thing of the past. SmartTap is an opportunity for retailers to provide their customers a unique, paperless shopping experience, collect valuable marketing data, and ultimately strengthen customer loyalty. The business model behind SmartTap is actually structured so the retailers get the software and hardware for free and instead pay by the number of taps that are made, similar to a transaction fee with credit card agencies. That means that retailers don't pay unless customers are using the service. So by charging 45 cents for the transaction fee, let's say there are 500 users and each of them use it 10 times per week. That's approximately $9,000 in revenue monthly and $108,000 in revenue yearly. And this could be achieved by just one store, but is likely going to be spread out to several. So that's why SmartTap has amazing growth potential. While I do want to begin in the Greater Toronto area, my long-term goal is to expand it provincially and then nationally. So hopefully with your help, I can make this idea come true and revolutionize the way that receipts are exchanged and provide an effective marketing tool for businesses. Thank you for listening, and do you have any questions?
Thank you, Jesse. We'll see in just a moment if the Pythons buy this one. But first, a word from one of our generous sponsors.
Hello, I'm Anthony Falcone of Falcone Law. We take a personal interest in our clients' businesses and a business-like approach to their personal matters in the areas of corporate and commercial law, real estate law, and wills and estates. We're here to help.
Well, the Pythons have had the opportunity to hear the pitch, so it's now time for them to ask some in-depth questions to determine how much of the $5,000 cash prize purse could go to Jessie and her SmartTap. Let's turn this one over to Don Delicandro to begin our Q&A segment. Don, what do you think?
First of all, Jessie, excellent presentation, very professional, and I like your idea. I think it's very innovative. A little concerned on the hardware software piece, because it's one thing to give a retailer free hardware and software, but you have to create a whole infrastructure to maintain that hardware and software, and that's going to get expensive. 45 cents a tap, I think, is a little steep because of the fact that most people that I know don't even keep the receipts, and this is part of the problem. So you have a smaller group that's going to care about the receipts that I do. Actually, my daughters are in the audience, and I know they were nodding. This one's for you because I have shoe boxes full of receipts. So I could see the value in it. But well done. I think very innovative. I think you thought through it at a good level. But definitely there'll be some challenges along the way, but well done.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what I like about it. The fact is that every time I go to a store and they ask me for my email address, I'm not happy about that because I know they're going to send me more stuff and I don't want it. So I think there's value in what you're proposing. I think there's challenges in terms of what Don is saying to make it work. Cost to franchisee to retailers and franchisees, it becomes a problem. But I think that the application of it has more than just the receipts down the road. You know, there can be more value to it that makes it a lot more it can make it more functional. So I like what you've done.
Thank you.
I want to echo, I think that was an excellent presentation. I think you're the best by far, so far, in the high school category. Also, Randy was mentioning, Don and he and I have been looking at a potential investment in one of the incubators in the GTA area. And one of their profile companies that they're bringing on is developing a technology and an idea just like this. So I think there really is a lot of benefit. And like Don with a shoebox, I've got an older son that could really benefit from using your technology. He's about to get married in the next little while, and I'm sure his wife-to-be would attest to that as well. So, well done.
Thank you.
Great idea. I love the concept. You know, for us, for instance, we have sales reps on the roads, and they're getting gas receipts and different things, and we're ever fighting to get that stuff back. And if it could be on a cell phone and come back to, you know, our office, it would be amazing. So I think you're onto something. Keep going. I think the 45 cents is a bit much. It probably has to be more like a, you know, a nickel or something. It can't be that expensive, but I think what a great idea,
And
great
throw
presentation.
a free beer in each time.
There we go. Let's talk.
So you were a finalist last year, I heard in the introduction. What was your idea then?
Cruisesearch.ca for the job search engine for
Cruise
high school.
search. So you're a serial entrepreneur. You've already changed your mind to this. That's awesome.
Wow.
Because, you know, I think you think really well and you present exceptionally well. So I think one day you're going to hit something very cool. And you're going to be successful.
You know, one thing that I would change potentially, I want to get that hardware-software piece out of the equation, because that's going to be the killer. Now technology, all your smartphones are very capable of taking high-resolution photos, and there is some pretty good OCR software, optical character recognition software out on the market that can actually read the receipt. I would try to take your idea, get rid of the hardware piece of it altogether, and just make it an application that can actually scan the receipt, read the receipt, and then categorize the receipt. You can do it all on the device itself. You don't need to involve the retailer at all. And quite frankly, that's where I think you might even get a faster uptake on the uses of the application.
Thank you.
Jesse, what do you plan for the future? What do you do when you finish school?
Well, I'm going into university next year, and then after that, I want to maybe start my own business and travel.
Well, make sure you tell us what your ideas are.
What area of interest? What are you going into?
I'm going into business education, so right now I'm choosing between Queen's Commerce and Schulich.
Oh, good for you. Good.
Go to Laurier.
They'd be like, well done.
Thank you.
And those are all the questions for Jessie Kang and Smart Tap. A round of applause. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jessie, well done.
I'm just like cheering up.
Oh, you've got cold hands. Okay. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
Jessie Kang, ladies and gentlemen. You have just heard two incredible pitches from two young aspiring entrepreneurs. Be sure to tune in to Python's Pit on TV Cogeco to see more aspiring entrepreneur presentations from other Halton Region high school students.
Once you get to a certain level, you have to surround yourself with good people. And it's working hard, picking something that you really want to do, and success will come from it. Most people that are millionaires did not wake up and say one day, I want to become a millionaire. No, they picked something that they believed in, they enjoyed doing, and they did it very well, and the byproduct of that was making a lot of money.
In business, opportunity is everywhere, and so is MNP. No matter the location or the situation, MNP is there wherever business takes you. Accounting, consulting, tax. Find out more at mnp.ca.